Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1496.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why Americans are pessimistic on stocks. Now, recently, President Trump's tariff agenda has thrown the financial world for a loop for much of the past month. This on-again, off-again trade escalation with other nations, especially China, has upended markets, and investors have fled U.S. stocks in search of more stable ground. And the lack of clarity around the tariffs is providing a challenge, and the data shows that economic uncertainty is the highest it's been in years. Economists can quantify economic chaos, and one measure is using the Economic Policy Uncertainty Index. This is from researchers at Stanford and Northwestern universities and uses an analysis of news reports, tax code data, and economic forecast disagreements. According to the EPU index, uncertainty spiked in March to levels last seen during the COVID pandemic. And the change in uncertainty from last spring to this spring is the sharpest such increase in almost 40 years. According to Kevin Cleason, an economist at the St. Louis Federal Reserve, it's historically unprecedented. And what's happening is the instability makes it harder for companies and consumers to make financial decisions. Menzi Chin, a professor of public affairs and economics at the University of Wisconsin, said people are maximally confused. And I would agree with that. I think people just don't know exactly what's going to happen with the tariffs. They don't know how to make plans. Small businesses don't know what to do. Importers and exporters alike are both confused about what's going to be impacted and by how much. And the uncertainty extends into the bond market. Government bonds are being sold more than they're being bought, and that means that interest rates are moving higher. Typically, when you have uncertainty, people run to bonds and they use them as a safe harbor. But today, that's not the case, and the 10-year Treasury yields are surging above 4.5%, and mortgage rates have risen above 7%. And these things have definitely filtered into the minds of investors. 53% of investors now say it's a bad time to invest, and only 38% of investors polled said it's a good time to invest. When looking at their concern about the economy in the next 12 months, 57% of people said the U.S. economy is already in a recession, and 37% said there will be no recession in the next 12 months. And right now, Americans are more pessimistic on the stock market than at any time since 2023. But here's the thing, because we're contrarian investors, that pessimism is actually bullish. Whenever you get the majority thinking things are going to get worse, that's usually around the time where we see a bottom and a turn. So I can't say whether that's already behind us or if it's in the near future, but we're somewhere close to being at a bottom in terms of the pessimism, which will bring a bottom in the markets. Because a lot of this pessimism, I think, is due to confusion, should we have any clarity on what's happening or feeling like the situation has been rectified in any way, that does provide an upside surprise potential. Conversely, if we have more bad news or China retaliates in a stronger way, this could portend a surprise to the downside. So you could have surprises at either point. All I'm saying is that since people are already tending to be pessimistic, then the surprise tends to be on the upside. But we'll see what happens. And we still look to my longer-term cycle that is saying that markets are going to be turned around within the May time horizon through the second half of the year. So whatever navigating we have to do and whatever clarification we have to do, my cycle research shows it's going to get cleared up in May and we'll have stronger markets ahead, which means this could be a really good buying opportunity. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more wealth tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.